Hey, how's it going? This is Little Lemmi. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm tired of existing, same as always.
I feel that hard.
Yeah, it's you get used to it, you know what I mean? You wake up and you're always like tired and you're like, I wonder why I'm yeah, I remember. I remember. But yeah, I mean, what's going on? What's going down? I have never met you personally. I was kind of going through your Twitch because you're mostly on Twitch, right?
Yep.
On twitch.tv/Little Lemmy.
Yep.
And what do you do there? You just
Just hang
listen to
out.
music. Yeah, you just hanging out, right? Listen to
Yeah.
music, kind of vibe, as the
Yep.
kids say.
Just vibing out. I just hang out. Just I hang out with chat. Chat hangs out with me. I know that's like frowned down upon in the streamer community or whatever. Like, "Ugh, they just rely on chat or whatever." Yeah. Me we,
Is
we
that?
hang, dude, I guess.
I mean, at least you're not hot tubbing with a
No.
jar of your farts or anything, right? You're
I thought
just
about jarring granny's farts and selling those.
like your grandmother's.
No, Granny, my significant other. He goes by Granny, loves getting banned. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you've heard of him or not.
No, I'm sorry, I haven't.
It's fine.
But that's,
Ah.
I mean, that'd be a pretty good business. I've heard though, uh, that what there was that one woman that like went to the hospital for doing that fart
Oh
thing.
yeah. She was
'Cause
eating like this weird diet that was
yeah,
really messing up her stomach.
like black beans and
Yeah.
all types of beans all the time, and it just fucked her up to where she had to retire from selling fart jars. I guess we can't all make it in this business.
I guess. What a thing to retire from.
Yeah, yeah, you're like your doctor's like, if you're gonna jar up any farts anymore, you're not gonna live to see your kids. I'm sorry. You need to stop now. Like
Grandma, please stop.
I just love doing it. It's for the love of it at this point. The jar of farts. No, I was just seeing how I was seeing watching some of your clips, seeing how your channel operates. You kind of go into the news sometimes. You're just vibing to some music, doing some of the I don't know what you call it. The marijuana, is that was
Yeah.
that what it
Though
might be?
I was gonna ask if this is like is this a smoke free zone or is it okay if I smoke or is
No, I
that
don't
no?
mind.
Okay,
No,
cool.
go right ahead. I was gonna ask about that, how that is, because I've tried. I wouldn't say I've tried it once or dabbled in it. I guess if the kids want to say that word, but I love secondhand smoke. I My mom used to secondhand smoke around me all the time, and got so used to it. Except for Marlboro Reds, those are like they're just nasty secondhand smoke. But anything else is pretty good. But then about the marijuana, I know I've been a point where I was like secondhand high because I've never really done drugs other than prescription, and it was fun. I think we kept singing Bon Jovi's "Living on a Prayer" over and over again, the chorus.
It's a good tune.
Yeah, and she said you gotta hold on to what we got, and it just looped over and over again, and it cracked me up. But yeah, I don't know. Are you? Is that something you do regularly with the?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. No, and is it like a prescription thing, or you just kind of do your own thing?
It's kind of a personal question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Do you, let's say, do you do the sativa type or the indica?
It depends.
Uh huh.
It depends on I mainly use it for an appetite because I have issues with my appetite.
Okay.
I have issues getting hungry. So whatever strain helps me get hungriest.
I'm like, that blows my mind. I'm overweight. I have this, like, people have issues with that. No,
Mhm.
I'm sorry. No, I know. No, but I'm glad if it does help you. I
It
mean,
does.
that's
It does help.
great. No,
I
that's
mean, it
fucking
chills you
great.
out. I prefer indica because sativas usually give me wicked anxiety,
Hmm.
if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I know. I suffer from crippling anxiety that keeps me from really going anywhere. I'm basically agoraphobic, where I stay in my house all the time. I can maybe go down the street to this corner store, but that's as far as my mind will let me go. And I have tried the marijuana, and it just made it worse, like 10 times worse. It didn't help me at all. So I've yet to find the cure for that. Hope I do eventually, you know. Maybe it's in ketamine, maybe it's in
Oh,
mushrooms,
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never done ketamine. I've got a friend that keeps trying to get me to try ketamine, but I'm like, that's a little too much for me, thank you. But my mom has a friend who did ketamine therapy. She went to like
Mhm.
an actual licensed physician that like this is what she was prescribed for her trauma because nothing else was working. Nothing.
Dude, they're
And
expensive too. I've
yeah,
been looking
she
them
said it
up.
was very expensive.
Oh yeah. It would depends how you do it. They have like the drips, or they have the little like lozenges or whatever you call it that you put in your mouth and let it dissolve.
I have no idea. I didn't ask her
Yeah.
the deets, man, but she was like,
No,
it
but
helped. She had
it
sessions and stuff with a doctor, and it helped, I guess.
no, and I mean, I'm up for anything. Like I really want to try mushrooms for the anxiety, but I'm just
Don't.
yeah.
If you've got anxiety, don't do mushrooms, bro.
It's scary because yeah, I tried marijuana and I was like, huh, maybe this will help calm me down, and it just made me like not feel like I was real.
Yeah,
And
don't do
yeah,
mushrooms.
no,
I don't
it
like doing I love smoking weed. I do not like doing mushrooms, man. I really
mhm,
don't. That shit's terrifying. And I'm not saying terrifying because you see scary shit. It's just all of these like very repressed feelings. It just opens a floodgate, and everything is just raw and sensitive. So like
mhm,
any thought can make you spiral into something that was like existentially devastating to you, or something you just found out is existentially devastating to you that you loved. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? And the trip will ruin something that you love. It's just
It just open it just
yeah,
opens your vulnerabilities,
a
lowers
lot.
all your shields and shit.
Yep.
No, fuck that. You mostly on Twitch or you anywhere
Yeah,
else?
yeah. I'll every now and again I go on YouTube because I like to like try funky weird stuff to eat, or like I'll do like a lunchtime mukbang, silly mukbang hang from like a fast food restaurant or something like that.
Mhm,
And it's not like anything, it's not like a serious mukbang or anything. It's just my white trash version of a mukbang. Like I'll go to Checkers, you know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Eat at the cemetery. Try pickled flavored cotton candy, just weird stuff like that.
Okay. You don't worry that will mess up your stomach even more? Sort of,
No, no, no. The pickled flavored cotton candy was actually really good. I'm not gonna try something that I know is I'm gonna vomit. Like
Oh, okay.
lutefisk, I won't try that. I won't open the can in my house. That's not happening. But like there's this like really weird Swedish salty licorice that somebody wants me to try. I'll try that.
Mhm.
I can stomach that. I can
Yeah,
eat
no,
that.
that sounds familiar. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I maybe have seen people legit order it just to, like, get their reactions of
Yeah.
trying it,
Yep.
but I
I'm
don't know, it
never
sounds
gonna
like
eat something that's gonna I know is going to make me vomit.
yeah. And what do you, if I had to say ketchup or mustard, what are you, ketchup or mustard?
I love mustard.
Oh,
I love mustard.
god, mustard's disgusting to me. I
I hear that from so many people, man.
it's disgusting. I always call it the devil's lubricant. It's just it's so disgusting.
I love it.
Mayonnaise is like, you know, your middle ground. It's not like a condiment you put on, it kinda goes with everything else. Ketchup, though, is like on the 7th day of the Sabbath, God created ketchup. It's just so good. I can't do those, colored ketchups, though. Have you ever seen
No,
those?
yes, I've seen those. I was a
Ugh.
90s kid, early 2000s kid. I
Oh, were
remember the
you?
green and oh yeah, I'm 36.
Oh, yeah, I'm 36 too, or
All
37.
right, there
I'm
you
right
go,
there.
dude. We
I'm
grew
right
up in the
there.
same generation, buddy. We were listening to Chumbawamba and Eiffel 65 together, bro.
And I was about to ask you too, like, "Hey, did you remember 9/11?"
Yeah. Oh yeah, my dad was in the military. I remember waking my dad up and being like, "Hey, some weird shit's happening on the news." And
Really?
oh yeah, because we got up
Yeah.
early. We had a family of six. My dad was in the Air Force. We got up early as shit to get ready for school. We had to. There was four
Yeah, yeah,
kids.
yeah.
So my sister was downstairs watching the news, and she was like, "Hey, what does this mean? This seems alarming." you know? And I was like, oh man, I don't know what the Twin Towers are, but I know
Mhm.
that a plane flying into a huge building is probably not great. And then throwing around the word terrorist attack is probably not great either. So I'm going to go wake up my dad. So I
And he
went to
was
go wake,
military.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that's gotta be like, holy shit
Yeah. He's
type
Air Force.
moment.
He's Air Force.
Dang. Oh, even Jesus.
Yeah. So I went into my parents' room was off limits. Okay.
Mhm.
We were
Mhm.
not allowed to go in there. And I was like, Dad, wake up. And he was like, what? And I was like, I think you'd better turn on the news. They're a plane. I was like trying to give a book report of what I remembered I saw in the news. A plane flew into a building called the Twin Towers, and they're saying it's something like a terrorist attack. And my dad flung the freaking blanket off of him
Dude.
and got dressed, and I didn't see his ass for like 2.5 days.
Dude, to him, I bet that's, like, worst nightmare shit, like,
Yeah.
they tell you, like, this is the worst thing that could ever happen, and then to hear it actually happening, and you're
Mm,
like, "Holy shit,"
yeah.
like,
I remember
I re
going to school, man. Do you remember did they do the same thing at your school where they like took you into like the auditorium and y'all watched it on grainy ass televisions
no,
on the
I
rooms?
well, I'm from Texas, so we were in my, like, art class, and our art the teachers were watching it on a TV, and they were all crying, and my dumb ass, what was I, a freshman, right? I wanna say if so whatever that is, 14, 15, and I was like, "Who cares? That's in New York." You know, like, that's all I was in my head. I was like, "That's all the way in New York. How does that who cares?
Oh
We're in
yeah.
Texas. We're safe." And everyone there was, like, crying and shit, and I had no idea, like, how much of an effect it was on
It means
the whole
war.
world.
This means war, dude.
Yeah, yeah, it trips me out now thinking about it because I was like, we're in Texas, we're fine. Who cares?" You know?
Mhm.
But dang, to like, yeah, see it like that, and you already kind of know you're a military child. You're like, oh shit, this is a big deal. Let me
Yeah.
go
I didn't
wake
quite
someone up.
know. Yeah, I didn't really quite know like exactly what was going on, but I knew that it they're on the news, they were like, this is attack on America. And in my brain, I'm thinking, I grew up with four military parents. So their job is to protect America. That's my parents' job. And they're like, oh, it's attack on America. And I'm like, oh, this is oh shit.
This sounds like a job for my parents. Like,
Yeah.
specifically. This is what they
Uh-oh.
signed up
Yeah.
for.
I just had this childish, like the childlike, uh-oh, this is connecting all of a sudden.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you knew it was bad. Like me,
Yeah.
I had no idea. I was like, why? Who cares? We're miles away from that. Like we're in Texas. Who cares about
We
New
were in
York?
Arizona.
Oh, even a little further, right? So, but you already knew it was gonna affect. Like it was a big deal,
Well,
you
I
know.
didn't know what it was going to affect. All I
Hmm.
knew is the last time I hadn't seen my dad for a long stretch of time was when he was deployed over to Saudi Arabia back when I was a little kid. So I was
Hmm.
afraid that he wasn't going to come back for another fucking year. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't call us. He wasn't allowed. He was like being briefed on some shit. I guess
Hmm.
everybody was. It wasn't his job to do anything. He wasn't like SWAT or anything like that. It was just some shit's going down. We need to figure out what the fuck's going on. You know what I'm saying? That sort of thing. But I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I just knew, and after the fact, I remember like everybody was just watching the news, and that was it.
Hmm.
No, we
Yeah.
weren't watching Star Trek anymore. We weren't watching Family Guy and The Simpsons on Friday nights anymore. We were watching the friggin' news, bro.
No, it was pretty rowdy when like it started hitting me when everyone was saying, "Oh no, how big of a deal that was," and I was like, "Oh shit, okay, never mind. This is a big deal." And
Yeah,
now as an adult, you know, we look back on it and all. I don't know how you are with conspiracies and all that, and all the fucking things that came out, and I'm just like, I don't know what to think, or I feel like I know too much.
yeah,
Someone's gonna tap my phone lines and tell me you need to quit digging into this iceberg or whatever, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, that's no, I didn't know you, and I don't mean I mean it as a compliment. You look younger than you give off.
It's
You
the
know,
ring light, bro.
is it when
You
you
see
have
all
a good
this? Do you see all
you have
this
a good
beautiful shine? Do you see all this
you have a
beautiful
good
shine?
complexion.
That's
You
all
know,
gray
like
hair, bro. That's all
I don't,
gray.
it blends with your hair so well. I can't even tell. No,
I'm
that's
a crazy
but
old lady.
hey, but you have a following, I'm sure, and they like you, right?
I hope so. This is a following that just fucking hates my guts, man.
You know, that's I see a lot of that, a lot of hate watching.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't like that shit. That's not.
I think I do it. I do hate watch people, and I am admitting to that. But
That's fine.
yeah, I'm a person that like is fueled better by hate. Like I feel like I could talk to someone about someone I hate rather than someone I really like. Oh yeah, this is what I hate about them, and be more passionate about it than oh yeah, this is what I like about them, and then say his cute smile or whatever. And I know you were saying about your parents. You're close to your parents.
Yeah.
That's
One
good.
of them sitting right on my desk right now.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
like in the form of ashes.
Yeah.
Is that like the whole body? I don't mean.
No, this is my stepdad. I just got bits of him.
Oh, okay. I was like, is that all it produces? A
It's
body?
probably his butthole.
Oh, well, that's nice, right? That's a nice thing. It's not like a
Yeah,
trophy or
absolutely.
anything.
No,
Okay.
I love it. He cracks me up. He's always here. He's got a smile on his face. He's laughing.
No, and that's like cremated. I imagine,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
No, I want to be cremated too, but just because it's the cheapest way to be buried, I feel like. And then I don't know if you've heard about like how morticians how dirty they are now, but you feel like they just steal from your body or put things in holes that don't belong. You know what I mean? So
I
I wouldn't trust a mortician nowadays.
there's a YouTube channel that I watch quite frequently called Ask a Mortician.
Hmm.
I've even bought like her book, and she's a hilarious. I know that sounds very. I'm sorry that my fingertips are red. I was eating hot Cheetos.
No, no worries. Just don't touch your eyes. I want you
No,
to
yeah,
start crying. Shit.
no. But she's incredibly informative, and cremation is a not the most cheapest option,
Oh, it
and
isn't.
no, and b it leaves a hell of a carbon footprint. And I'm not like a super like environmentalist, but
Hmm.
it takes a shit ton of fuel to burn a human body to ashes, a shit ton. It
Hmm.
takes a shit ton of energy, and the best and most efficient, safe, and good for the earth way to do it is just to be buried in a cotton shroud and let the earth fucking absorb your shit, dude. That's what I want. Just bury
Yeah.
my ass naked in a fucking cotton bag.
And just become part of the earth again. It's
Yep.
nutrients
Yep. I don't
feeding
even
it.
want to be a tree. Yeah, I don't want to be a tree. I don't want to be shit. Just let the worms and earth consume me.
I've always hated the idea of graveyards because I feel like we could use them for better things instead of just housing dead bodies. And like you're saying, to just be buried in like a potato sack and let the
Mhm.
earth eat you back up. That's cool. But then you have all these like big ass monuments and all that considering for graveyards. And it's like, dude, why don't we build like a park there or a school? It's just plot of dead people, like with concrete slabs everywhere that we have to pay to keep fucking mowed or something by the city. I don't know. To
I
me,
think
it's
that's kind of a beautiful idea, if I'm being
yeah.
honest. And like the monument can be like located in one specific area as like a remembrance for the school or the library. But I'm not so much bothered by like the upper stuff, like the gravestones and stuff. I'm worried about like all of the metal and polyester and body preservatives that are in the ground right now,
Mhm.
just poisoning earth.
I didn't even think about that because yeah, eventually it'll wear out and get into your body, and yeah, all those fucking chemicals they put in there that are like, ugh, nasty. Well, they're probably the same shit they put in McDonald's hamburger meat or whatever,
Probably.
but
We're
uh,
preserving ourselves anyway, man.
yeah.
I'm pretty much half fucking preserved. If
Well,
I
that's probably
die,
why
I'm not
you
gonna
look so
age.
young, like
Yep,
that.
probably.
Those preservatives just keeping you there.
Yes.
but the mind, nope, the mind is stay starts getting old with all the wrinkles.
Yeah, I got
Which
wrinkles, man. I'm telling you, this ring light does me favors.
Yeah, I
That's
was watching. No, I'm swear I was watching like some videos of you on the Twitch, and I was like, "How?" I would say like, "How old is she?" Like, but you do look young, like at least 10 years younger than what you told me. I had no idea you'd be my age because I
yeah,
feel old.
fuck me, man. I get all the references on this backdrop, dude. Fuck off.
No, and then I had just had an interview with Corn Diff.
Yay, I love corn.
Yeah. Yeah, is he your favorite, go-to vegetable,
He is.
interviewer slash, YouTuber? I don't know what how you feel about the vegetables.
He's my favorite diff.
Mhm.
That's how I put it. He's the superior diff. Out of all the diffs, corn diff, Cardiff, Cordiff. It's Cardiff or corn diff is my favorite.
It
I used
sounds
to
like
love
there's a lot.
Cardiff. Cardiff
Cardiff?
Electric. Yeah, I've Cardiff Electric used to call into a podcast years ago that I listened to a lot called I'm Not
Mhm.
Right Network. And he would call in all the time. And Patrick would just let him talk until he was blue in the face.
And see, these are all things I'm new to because I just showed up into this, uh, you know, ecosphere of dabblers and
I don't know who any of these fucking
potatoes.
people are, dude. The only reason I know who Cardiff Electric is because of Patrick. And not Patrick Melton, Patrick Welsh from I'm Not Right Network on Twitch. I've never watched I didn't know what the fuck Anthony Cumia looked like until about a month ago.
Mhm.
I never bothered to watch any of his shit. I didn't know who Gino Bisconti was until I was like, oh, that's who Gino Bisconti is. Okay. I don't know who the fuck any of these people are.
I'm in the same boat. I had no idea, and we're on the same time growing up. I don't know any of these people, and it seems like maybe I was like 10 or 12 years old when Howard Stern was a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I would be watching cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be listening to
Like I'm watching
Opie.
Pokemon, dude.
Yeah, I'm watching fucking Power Rangers. I'm not listening to Opie and Anthony on Sirius XM
Yeah.
radio or
Yeah.
Howard Stern. Like, but that's all the where all this lore comes from that
Mhm.
they speak to me and they're teaching me about it, and I'm like, in my head I'm like, is it that big a deal? Like, I don't know.
Don't
I
trick yourself into thinking it is either. Don't like try to talk yourself into like thinking it's a big deal because it's really not. None of this is such like I used to think it was a big deal. I was like Steel Toes top moderator, dude. And like I got a reality check real quick, and I'm like, man, I took that way more seriously. And now watching so many other people take it so seriously, I'm like, ooh, is that what I look like?
it showed you that reflection, and you
Yeah,
didn't.
big time. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all, man.
I might have saw a little bit of that on the Twitter when that was going on. I
I
mean,
don't like it.
I'm glad you're safe. I know there was like a lot of back and forth, almost like threats, and it's just like
None of them
it
were threats. None of them were real threats. None, and
yeah,
I took none of them as such. I think it was just a bunch of trolls trying to scare me. You know what I'm saying? And that's
yeah,
fine.
no,
That's what they
but
do. That's the internet, man.
still, you don't deserve. I'm sure
I I could have stayed the fuck out of it. I could have just shut the fuck up and not said anything. I've
I'm not saying you're wrong, but
I know I'm
I
not
couldn't say
wrong.
what I would do in your shoes. I might do the same thing. I might just, yeah, stay out of it, but I couldn't tell you. It would all depend on, like you said, the moment it happens,
Mhm.
like however you were feeling in that instant. Like, should I fight this? Should I just go back? But no, Steel Toes. I like them. They're nice people.
Yeah. I hope nothing but the best for them.
Yeah, no, they're cool. I've been on their show a few times. They
I remember.
yeah. Oh, do you?
I'm Little Lemmy in the chat, dude. I was the mod. I posted the links, man. I
Oh
did.
no, I appreciate you.
I
No.
freaking ran the Discord. You know.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I'm good now, though. I focused a lot of attention that could have been used elsewhere, and now I'm focusing that energy elsewhere. and
That's
I'm
good.
doing really fucking good. And like, go Aaron, go April, go Johnny, fuck yeah, dude. Corey's off doing his own thing. Fuck yeah. I'm
And I've been
happy for
seeing
everybody.
you've been I was seeing you were trying coffee. How are you into you really like coffee or you're just
I
trying it
love
out?
coffee. No, I freaking love coffee.
Uh-huh.
But the specific coffee that I was trying was Jeremy from the Quarter Rings coffee.
Okay.
And I just wanted to see what all the buzz was about. I wanted to try a bougie coffee. I've never really like dropped a chunk of change on some coffee. I wanted to see what expensive coffee tastes like.
And was that
So,
considered expensive coffee? That
would you
bougie?
spend $30 on 12 ounces of coffee?
If I was like gifting it to someone, maybe like
Would it, no, just for yourself? Just like I'm going to
for
try it.
myself,
Yeah,
no, not for myself.
I
No.
usually don't, but I wanted to try it. That's what that is. Coffee brand coffee.
Hmm.
I said if it was good, I'll put your sticker on my wall, and it was good. It was freaking
That's good.
delicious.
Are you like you like it black or you put all the creamers and all
I
that?
I, I do sugar and cream, but I don't. I try not to go overboard with either. I just like a nice creamy, not too sweet. I'd still like to taste the coffee
Hmm.
amount of sugar, but I don't want it to be bitter.
No, I'm all about iced coffee.
I love
But
iced coffee,
no, I love iced coffee. Iced coffee's so good. I think that's the superior way to drink coffee is drinking it
especially in
cold.
Texas, man. You gotta drink it cold.
Oh, dude. Well, right now it's beautiful inside weather where it's raining, it's nice and cold, so wouldn't mind a hot coffee. But cold coffee, I could drink a cold coffee on a cold day, on a hot day, on any day. Probably drink two of them, one after another, and then let my anxiety suffer because of all the caffeine that I have just thrown into me. But I'm seeing what else do you like to do? Like besides just streaming and vibing, you play video games or you
I'll play The Sims every now and again. I used to play a lot of Skyrim.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
No, I got a
it's
buddy
been a
that's
while.
he just downloaded what was that Skyrim you downloaded? The Skyrim? Morrowind? Yeah, he just downloaded a Morrowind, so he's been playing
That's
the
like
shit
the
out of that.
first one, and then you got like
Yeah.
Oblivion and shit.
Yeah, he's
That
been
looks
playing
cool.
those first ones. He's really into and I'm like I look at those and like they don't have maps or anything. You just kind of have to like actually read all the shit in the game to find where to go and
There
do
are
your
game
next
guides.
thing.
There are game guides.
Oh, and then the internet. But like
No, even back then, like they had books. You can get them at like GameStop.
oh, okay. Well, I was about to say, we grew up in the time where we didn't have the internet. We had to fucking buy magazines and shit and talk about this on the fucking playgrounds, how to do what, you know?
Me and my sister played the Ocarina of Time one spring break, and we wrote our own game guide, like just for us, just so we could remember where everything was. All right, if you turn left and go here into this chamber, it's this. This is the sequence to get into this fucking deal. Just
Uh-huh.
just a general bullet point walkthrough. Not for anything else, just for us, man. We were we were zombies by the end of the week because we didn't stop. We didn't stop playing. We didn't sleep.
Dude, and I don't think I've ever not the 3D Zelda games. Those were too hard for me. I think the
No.
only Zelda game I ever beat was Link to the Past.
Oh yeah. No, I liked the N64 ones, like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Oh,
those were hard. To me they were hard.
I loved Majora's Mask. I'm still obsessed with that whole. I still watch like Zelda lore videos on YouTube
Mhm.
just to listen to beautiful stories about Hyrule and like the different characters, and people enjoy that. It's ridiculous.
And you play the new ones?
No,
Oh, you don't?
I didn't like Wind Waker. I like stopped all of after Majora's Mask is when I just lost interest in playing Zelda. I just kept playing those Zeldas,
Yeah.
and that's just what I carried from the nostalgia of Zelda into my adulthood. Like I
Huh.
couldn't give a shit about like the Breath of the Wild and shit like that. I don't care. I Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time in that order.
And that's it. And you're happy like
Mhm,
that's where the story could end and you're
mhm.
like I'm fine with this. No, I'm the same way but with A Link to the Past. I loved A Link to the Past. I convinced myself that I beat it. I don't know if I beat it or realistically, I watched my friend beat it, and I just vicariously told myself that I beat it. But I'm pretty sure I remember shooting the arrows flame tipped to hit the lamp post so that you can hit Ganon while he's fucking appearing because he's invisible. But I don't know. What the fuck do I know? After taking so many pills, like as an adult, you start trying to change your memories, I guess, to positive ones. But that's how we cope, right? The human
Yeah.
mind changes everything.
We're yeah, even our memories are just like weird little memories of the memory before our experience. Also, we're not actually remembering the experience. We're remembering our last memory of the experience.
Yeah, and then it can slowly, like, I wouldn't say deteriorate, but it could change.
Hmm.
Like, so as we get older, we're like, did I do that? I remember doing a version of that. Like it's like a computer almost. I mean, it is. Our brain's like a fucking computer. We remember shit, but yeah, I know. There's some things where I'm like, oh yeah, I did do that, or did I? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I was with my third cousin for a little while until until you know it didn't work out. But that's life, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But no, yeah. Let me see what do I have any flavor games. And your hair, is it like naturally curly? It
Yeah.
looks like, really.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gotta be a pain in the butt to straighten.
It
Do you ever
is.
straighten
Oh,
it?
no. I let it do it. So it's long as fuck too, man.
No, it's gorgeous. I love curly hair, especially naturally. But I've always said one of the things that is like hot on a girl is if it's curly, but she straightens it, because it took her so much work to straighten her curly hair. And
Mhm.
how long? If you do it, what does it last? Like a day,
It
and then
depends
it,
on where I am. I've
yeah.
straightened my hair here. I have also straightened my hair in Arizona where I grew up.
Because
In Arizona, it stays straight.
there's no
You,
humidity or
yeah,
anything. Yeah,
you might. If I straightened my hair this morning, it would look like exactly this at exactly this time.
I'm saying.
It wouldn't have mattered at all.
That's what I always said. Like if a woman with curly hair straightens her hair, like she put in a lot of work, because that shit ain't gonna last for like a fucking day, half a day. Like, but I do. It's gorgeous. I don't know if I, like you said, I don't see the grays, but I'm sure even the grays give it a good accent to where it blends very well. So
It's on
yeah,
the
no,
sides, like Bride
no.
of Frankenstein type shit.
Oh, dude, Ryder Frankenstein's like loved by everyone.
I know it's pretty dope. I love my hair. Like people have asked me if I was gonna dye it because if you saw me in real life, you'd be like, "Holy shit, that's insanity! How much gray hair you have."
Ah,
It's genetics. My dad started going gray when he was 16. I found my
mhm.
first three gray hairs when I was 16 years old. I didn't find one, I found three. And
But
ever
is
since then, I've been slowly going gray.
but is he bald or just
No,
gray? Well, there
gray.
you go. I would rather be gray than bald,
Me too.
because yeah, gray, like that's starting to be a in thing too. I feel like people, or not even just women, men, they're dyeing their hair
Mhm.
gray to give themselves a sophisticated, like fucking old man look, like you look sophisticated.
Yeah,
Not like you don't look like an old man, but I'm saying people are paying hundreds of dollars to fucking get that gray hair,
true.
and then fucking curly. Jesus, like you got Greek goddess hair essentially.
The shortest Greek goddess ever. And
I'm
it's
sure
cool
that,
too. It's like silvery. It's not like gray. It's like shiny as fuck. Like it
yeah,
sparkles.
like fucking Rogue and X-Men when she's
Mhm.
like stealing powers and shit.
Yeah. See all that? That's gray. That's all gray as fuck. That's not shine. That's gray.
Yeah. And nah, people are paying, I'm sure, upwards of 100, $200. And then I wouldn't, I mean, I'm not a fucking, what do you call it? A beautician, but I know dyeing your hair kind of like slowly fucks it up because you got to put chemicals and stuff in it. So,
And it
I
stinks.
yeah, I wouldn't, I don't know. And then that's a lot of hair to work with too. So there's just a lot of like, hey, you go natural, it looks good. Like,
Thank you. I don't even brush
yeah,
it, dude.
it still looks good. Jesus Christ.
I brush it like this. Like no bullshit. I just get the tangles out with my fingertips.
God must have must have blessed you with that. At least the good
No,
hair, right?
I treat it. I treat it sentient. I treat it as it is a sentient being. It's got a
Hmm.
mind of its own. Like it tries to fucking murder me in my sleep.
But you respect it, so that's
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
why
fuck yeah,
it decides to look so good.
yeah. I don't. It doesn't like ponytails. No matter how. It's like 95 degrees in this room.
That's hot. That's hot as
Yeah.
fuck.
Hmm.
Like you should get some sort of vent or something.
I would like to. The whole house is nice and cool except this room. This room is like cut off from all airflow for whatever reason. But
Cheese
it's
and
okay.
crackers.
It's okay. But my hair's not up in a ponytail. My hair does not like to be in a ponytail. I usually keep it braided to the side with no ponytail at the end, just a free braid, and it kind of just stays there sometimes.
But like I said, it's like venom. It's like it's its own symbiotic
Hmm.
relationship. So as long as you treat it the way it wants to be treated, it'll take care of you, and it's taking care of you. But but yeah, no, thank you so much for I'll end it there on the hair, right? No, thank you so much for your
Hey,
time.
you got look at your hair, man. You look like we could be kin.
Dude,
We
I
have the
like
same hair.
I'm luckily my dad's going bald, but I get my hair from my mother. But I
Mhm.
mean my mother's pure evil, so I say like I get my anxiety issues and mental issues like bipolarness from her too. So it's like, well, at least I got a good head of hair because my dad's going bald and my little brother's going bald.
We have the
Uh,
same hair. Like I
yeah,
said, like we have the same hair. It looks like yours is
but
just
I
shorter.
have you ever and I'm sure all girls have gone through this. Have you ever just wanted to shave it all off at some point?
I When I was in high school, my
Mhm.
hair was about this long, and I cut it to about this short so I could spike it. And my mom was just like, I could see her soul leave her body.
Just disappointment or
Mhm.
something?
I didn't tell her I was gonna do it. Me and my sister did it together. We went to the
Mhm.
mall and we both got our hair cut. And it was like right before a big event where we were supposed to dress all nice and like ball gowny. And my mom was not happy.
Did you save your hair?
No, it was all dyed and fried.
Oh, okay. I was saying, like, hair is a good, commodity. Like, even your hair right now, I bet you could fetch a good amount of money for just selling, like, bits and pieces, not only to your fans, but to people that just natural hair. I've always said that, like, money will come and go, but hair, like, it'll gain in value. It's like gold.
I
But,
can make myself a wig for if I ever go bald.
dude, that's all dude, and then it's your own hair too, so you know where it
Mhm.
came from, naturally sourced. I wouldn't, what was I about to say about my hair? That's why I'm so scared to ever, like, shave my head or go all the way low
Mhm.
because 'cause I'm worried it won't ever grow back. I'm
Pe-
like that.
People are trying to get my boyfriend to wax his head, and I'm like,
Why?
because like he's like a shock dude. Like he just waxed his asshole.
Okay, well, I could see that.
He's a crazy person, but like,
For some reason, that makes more sense to me. Yeah, okay, I could see that, yeah.
but they're like, would you wax your head? And I'm like, no, I like his hair, and I don't know if like ripping the hair from their follicles is gonna like make his hair grow back all fucked up and weird and different from the hair that I like.
Well, you never know. It could. Like, that's what paranoids me, like you said, and then I don't know about the asshole, but I don't think,
I don't
uh
think that matters.
yeah, I don't think you care how that might grow back. If it does, like, oh, it looks a little bit, more curly than it did before, like, oh, who cares, you know? But did that hurt him when he did that?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah.
Mhm. Was there, like did you witness it? Was there, like, a lot of hair
Oh,
or
did
just
I
a little?
witness it? I'm the
Yeah.
one who waxed him.
Was there a lot of hair or a little bit
Uh-huh.
amount? A lot?
Uh-huh.
Oh, jeez. Huh. And then afterwards, did it look nice?
I mean, it looked not as dark.
Mhm. Well, yeah, I imagine there'd be well, you don't usually tan that area. I don't think the sun gets a lot of, uh, you know, gets a lot into that area to keep it tanned and then the hair shield it. But, I don't know. I mean, did it help him in life? Did he feel
He
more
says
success?
he's faster.
It's like a swimmer. It shaved
Yep.
2 seconds off his lap.
Yep.
Well, no, I'm glad at least like a RPG, it fucking added a little bit of stamina to him.
Yep.
That's good. I'm glad there was a positive to it then instead
It's
of
pretty funny.
you have to you fight through the pain.
Yep.
Yeah,
And I
but
got a little wax pot, so I can like wax my legs now. I don't have to shave.
that's cool. I like a girl though with a little, like I say, a baby cactus. Whenever there's like a little bit of hair, I remember my cousin when she wouldn't shave her legs, and she'd have like that little baby cactus where it doesn't prick, but you could feel the little bit of hair there, and it's like that's not bad. This isn't bad. This
It's
is good.
tolerable. Yeah.
No, it's nice. It's comfortable. It's
Oh, you
comforting.
like it?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
comforting. Just that little bit of hair, like I said,
Mm.
not
Okay.
not overgrown,
It's
of
like, oh
course.
yeah, you're an adult human. That's awesome.
Yeah,
You're an
it's like,
adult
oh,
human female.
it's like you could skip a day, take a day off, don't shave, and then to shave tomorrow, and then you're good.
See,
I
I've
like
got
that.
patches. I've got like patches of long hair and patches where it's blank because I was fucking around with the wax
Hmm.
and I just haven't done my whole leg. So I just got weird patches everywhere now.
Yeah, well, we're in that weather. It's sweatpant weather or whatever.
Not here, man. It
Really,
is 88 degrees outside, so that means it's probably like 150 billion degrees in this room.
it's sundress weather.
Yeah. I'm wearing cut off pajama shorts, man.
Tight. That's tight. I'm wearing GameStop sweatpants that I
Yeah.
got on sale.
Got holes
Z-
in them? Mine do.
No, not yet. These are still fairly new. I haven't worn them out that much, but I just showered. I hadn't showered in like 2 or 3 days, and I showered today,
Nice.
and it felt good. I think the reason why I wait so long to shower is because it feels so good after not showering for so long. You're like, oh my god, that felt so good. I waited 3 days.
We have way too much in common, dude. It's like fucking weird, dude. Seriously.
uh, no, it's cool. I'm glad we can share in our experiences and bond through them. But yeah, no, I want to thank you for taking the time to be here with me, even though we never like cordially met. I appreciate you just coming on
Yeah.
and just like riffing around. I'll have
Thanks for
to,
having me. This was
yeah,
fun.
I'll have to send you like a t-shirt or something.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, if you want, just like message me your address on the Twitter and what size you wear, and I'll definitely send you something.
Okay.
And yeah, we can definitely do this again some other time. I don't know if you ever have people on your show, but if you ever need anything, and I'm available, let me know. I'm
Okay.
always here, just trying to stay alive. I guess
If
the
you ever see like there are usually people in my voice chat, and there's one particular. It says Granny on air. If you see people in there, that's my significant other on air. So if you ever want to jump in there, he usually just has like an open Discord Twitch stream. So you
Mhm.
can hop in there and talk about his waxed asshole.
I'm embarrassed to say Discord is like so weird to me. Like I'm an old I don't say I'm an old man. I'm the same age as you. I it's so confusing. I'm still getting used to it. It reminds me of Snapchat where I remember downloading Snapchat and I'm like, okay, well, where are the naked pictures of girls now? You told me you told me there'd be naked pictures of girls. Why haven't I gotten them? Like but yeah, I'm still getting used to Discord. I know I see that Bowls Deep added me into like some one that like promotes a lot, so I'll definitely look into that there. And then with you and your said Granny,
Hmm.
right? I'll definitely have to look into all of that to
He's a
fully
crazy
u-
person.
fully utilize all
He'd
the
make it. He'd also
audiences.
make a fun interview. Just FYI.
Okay, cool. No, I'll definitely hit you up or look for him. Is he on the Twitter?
He's on Twitter. It's Granny loves Ani, Anai.
Okay, I get where that's going.
Yeah. He's a crazy person. He's a crazy person, okay?
I mean, I can't blame him. I know I got banned from Twitter for a little while for my video of me dancing in front of a Nazi flag. So,
Oh,
like,
outstanding.
yeah, so I'm not like, "Oh, ho, he's really pushing the limits." Like, I'm an idiot because I got banned for Twitter for that. I should have known, you know? But, yeah, again, thanks, for giving me the time here, and whatever you want to, push or, shout out, like your, Twitch, I know? Was it
Yeah.
twitch.tv?
Twitch.tv/Little Lemmy. I mean, that's all I got. That's all I got going on. Just be kind to each other, go outside, breathe a little bit of fresh air, everybody.
Good advice. I probably won't do that, but
I
very good
probably won't either. I mean, I go outside to have a cigarette. I don't know how much fresh air I'm really getting,
advice.
but
I say, preach. I say, do as I say, not as I do.
Mhm.
But, yeah, no, thank you for so much for being here,
Thanks for
and,
having me.
yeah, I'll we'll see you next time on That's All Funny.